To install the add-on, go to Edit Preferences and the add-ons. Then click the Install button and select the zip file for your operating system. Then enable the add-on by ticking the checkbox. Now you can see the add-on preferences, and you can check if there is a new version of the add-on available and what's the version of the underlying engine. So after the add-on is installed, it can be found on the sidebar in the tab. Now we will need to create a capture which is linked to a scene. Because there is no sound file in the current scene, we will import a new one. The engine only supports WAV or OGG files, so we are going to convert this to the OGG file. And now we can finally run the capture. In the list we can see the captured cues. But to actually hear the sound, we will need to put the sound to the strip into the sequencer. We just leave the default. Let's take a look at the waveform. We can also use the preview button.
I don't like to wear mittens, said Dot. I don't like to either, said Tot.
There are some additional operators like export and import to JSON, and in this dialog you can customize the grid view, for instance, to show the start frames instead of start time. There is also an additional info bar where you can see more details about the sound file. I have downloaded Ellie character from Blender demo files, so I will append the scene from this file now. Then do some preparation. Activate the view layers so we can see the face rig. As you can see, there are no actions, so I will import few actions from the same file. The default face and a couple others. So we have some existing actions already. There are a few face shapes which we can use directly. Now I have initialized the mapping on the rig. Before we proceed with the mapping, I will create a new capture and use the same audio file which I imported earlier. But this time I will untick the use extended shapes option. That way there will be only 6 shapes. This is enough for the basic character. Run the capture again, and now there are only the basic shapes. We need to populate the drop-downs for each queue type. By pressing the button with the letter, we can see some description of the queue type. So we will start with the D type, which is the most widely open mouth. Next one, the mouth is slightly less open than the D type. By pressing the small play buttons, we can preview the mapped action. Another one is used for S, so the teeth should be clenched. And the A is the default pose, because we are only using basic shapes. Another one is for words like bird. I will turn off the visibility of the armature so we can see the face better. And there was one U. So that's all of them. And it's looking good. So it's time to make the NLA editor visible. So we can select the NLA tracks. I activate a filter to only see the selected object. And we use the buttons to create 2 new NLA tracks, so the animation interleaves better. So now we finally press the Bake NLA button. And we can see there were some NLA strips created. So let's zoom in to see them better. We can also display the Bake report.
I don't like to wear mittens, said Dot. I don't like to either, said Tot.
So as you can see, there is the issue with the A movement, and this is because the A shape has keyframe more than just the face. There are a couple of ways how to resolve this, but here I am just creating a new track which is way below all of them, and I will simply put the idle position there, make it spawn the full range, and disable the auto blend option.
I don't like to wear mittens, said Dot. I don't like to either, said Tot. To wear mittens.
Now this B shape is too short, so I'm making it a bit longer.
To wear mittens, said Dot. Said Dot. I don't like to either, said Tot. Either, said Tot.
And apparently this another strip is redundant and it shouldn't have been there.
Said Tot.
This B shape is also too short, so I will make it longer.
Said Tot. I don't like to wear mittens, said Dot. I don't like to either, said Tot.
And this was the short introduction. Hopefully it was helpful. For more details and advanced usage, please check my other videos.
I don't like to wear mittens, said Dot. I don't like to either, said Tot.